Dear students, welcome to today's class. Today I am going to explain the problems given in the recent JEE examination. Now I am selected today a few problems from the chapter reasoning. Okay, so these reasoning questions are very easy. So they doesn't need any calculation. The only thing is the reasoning and formulae. Okay, so sure you can get one question from this reasoning and 4 out of 4 you can get. Okay now, so this type of problems I am going to explain today. Don't skip this video. So if you completely watch this video, you came to know that how to solve the reasoning questions. Okay now, so without wasting your valuable time, so let us start our class. Dear students, welcome to first problem. The Boolean expression P implies Q and Q implies negation P is equivalent to. So here the options are given. Okay, so this is a Boolean expression. This type of logical statements are named after the George Boole. George Boole is a mathematician. On his name, these type of expressions are called Boolean expression. Okay now, so this is equivalent to, generally students what they will do now, so they will start preparing truth tables. Okay, so if you start preparing truth tables, it takes much time. So before doing that, so let us see can we solve it logically. Okay, so to do this we have one formula. What the formula is? P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. First thing is, so this is the formula that I am going to use. Okay, so P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. What that means? So if you want to remove this implies, what have to do? For first statement, negation, this or, the connective is or, and the second statement as it is. Same formula apply here. P implies Q means here, same formula, negation P or Q, and here first statement negation, that means for Q it is a negation or Q statement as it is, that is here negation P statement as it is. Okay now, negation P statement is as it is. So this implies is removed. From this what can you say here? See here negation P, here also negation P is there. Can I take negation P outside, just like apply the De Morgan's laws? Apply De Morgan's laws. If you apply De Morgan's law, so this is a negation P. If you remove, this is equal to R, this is a Q, Q, this is negation P or Q, and negation P or negation P. So this will be your negation P and Q and negation P. Understand this. Okay. So after removing this, we can we both statements are same, negation P or Q and negation P or negation Q. So this should be negation Q. This should be negation Q. Q and negation P. Okay now, right. After removing this is negation P or Q and negation Q. What is Q and negation Q? It is always false. Why? Because observe here. So observe here. So this is a Q statement. Q means inside the Q. Q dash means negation of Q means outside. You can represent in the Venn diagrams. So this is Q dash. Is there any common region? No. That means null set. From this we can say that negation P or almost null set. So it is negation P. Okay, negation P. So therefore option D is the right answer. Understand this. So the only thing is P implies Q is negation P or Q. That is the formula for that. So negation, so this is P implies Q is negation P or Q, and Q implies negation P means negation Q or negation P. Okay now. So here from this I have taken negation P, outside negation P or Q, and negation P or negation Q. De Morgan's laws I have applied. Q and negation Q is always a null set. Null set means here we can represent the statements in terms of Venn diagrams also. So Q and negation Q means just like A intersection A complement. So this is nothing but, you can treat it as A intersection A complement. It is nothing but null set. Okay, now that means false. So false statement means it is always a null set, just like a null set. So therefore negation P. So negation P is our right answer. So this is asked in 24th June. So this is a very easy problem. I hope that everybody will do this problem. Okay. So next to go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to second problem. The second problem is, write the negation of if Rishi is neither honest nor just, then he is rich. He is rich. Okay. If you observe, first of all, this is a conditional statement. So for conditional statements only, we will write negation. So this is a conditional statement. So Rishi is neither honest nor just. So this is a hypothesis given, and it is conclusion. He is rich is the conclusion. For this statement, you have to write the negation. Negation means quite opposite. If he is a good, so he is bad. That is a negation. Okay. So for example, to do this, this is a P implies Q. That means if P then Q. If you want write its negation, we have the formula P and negation Q. P and negation Q. Okay, now that means what? The given statement as it is you have to write down, and the negation of the conclusion. What is the conclusion here? He is rich. For that negation you have to write down. So first statement as it is. That means what? Rishi is neither honest nor just. This is as it is you have to write down, and negation of the second conclusion. What is the negation of he is rich? He is rich. Negation, he is not rich. If you observe the options, see the first option, Rishi is, that means neither honest nor just as it is. And what is the negation of he is rich? What is the negation of what? He is rich? He is not rich. So he is not rich. Therefore, so absolutely your answer is A only. Okay, na? So very easy problem. The only thing is, if you know this formula, negation of P implies Q is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. So this is a easy problem, very easy problem. So I hope that everybody will answer this question. Okay, this type of questions are also giving in the JEE mains examination. So those who are preparing seriously for July attempt, that means this month, so please concentrate on this type of problems. Okay, na? So let us go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to third problem. R belongs to P, Q statements. P, Q, negation P, negation Q. Negation of P or R implies P and Q or R is a tautology value of R. The question is not it is simply a memory based question. For what value of R? For what value of R, the whole compound state will become a tautology. The whole compound statement will become a tautology. So here options are given. So what should be we keep in place of R such that the total statement is tautology. So we have to keep either PR, negation PR, negation QNA or QNA. Okay. Now. So let us see the problem. First we will try to simplify that compound statement. So what is that compound statement is given? So the compound statement is negation P or R is logically equivalent to P and Q or R. P and Q or R. So we know the formula, that is P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or R. This is the formula. P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or R. That means what? For the first statement you have to write negation or the second statement is as it is, negation P or Q. Second statement as it is. So here also this is a P and it is Q. That means this is P and it is Q. P and Q. So here what you have to write? For first statement negation you have to write down, or second statement as it is. Okay now. Right. First statement, what is negation means what? What is the negation of the first statement? So what is the negation of this statement means? So we will apply the De Morgan's law, that is a P and negation, or P and negation, or this statement is as it is, P and Q or statement is as it is. Understand? First statement you have to write down the negation. As first statement I have written negation. For the negation of this is we apply De Morgan's law. So we know the De Morgan's laws. What the De Morgan's law says? Negation of P and Q is logical equation negation P or negation Q. If end is there, R will come, or is there, end will come. Negation will come for both the statements. Okay now. Right. Now from this here we can guess the answer. We can guess the answer. So there are the options are there. In place of R, substitute P, negation Q, Q. Okay. So let us try to substitute R is equal to negation P. Let us try to substitute R is equal to negation P. So that is equal to P and negation R means what? Negation R means P. P and P, or P and Q, or in place of R I am putting negation P. In place of R I am putting negation P. Okay now. Right. So try to actually generally what general student P and P is P only. So generally students what they will do is they will start preparing the Venn diagrams. Okay, they are start preparing the Venn diagrams. No need, sorry, they start preparing the truth tables. No need to write the truth tables. Let us solve this problem using graph. So, okay, Venn diagrams. Using Venn diagrams I am. So, here there are two statements are there. So, this is equal to P and it is Q. Okay, now there are two statements P and Q. Okay, P and P means what? P only. P and P means just like A intersection A. A intersection A is A only. So this is P and P. This is a P. Okay now. P and Q. P and Q or negation P. P and Q means what? This is a P and Q means this part is P and Q. This part is P and Q. Or union negation P. Negation P means what? Outside of P. Negation P means what? Outside of P. Outside of P means what? Outside of P means what? So completely outside of P means this will come. This will come. This is negation of P. Negation of P. Yes, right, sorry. So blue lines are P and P, red lines are P and Q. Negation P means outside of P. If you observe the total mu, that means universal set, total mu universal set is, so this is also negation P. What you observe? If it is total universal set is shaded, this is a tautology. So have you know this total? If you draw the Venn diagram total mu, total universal set should be shaded. So is there any gap here? Is there any gap here? Nothing is here. So everything is shaded. So therefore, for R is equal to negation P, the given statement is a tautology. Okay now? So very easy problem. So the only thing you have to remember is P implies Q is equal to negation P or Q. I have written. So and I have drawn the, but afterwards trial and error method. So I have taken in place of R negation P, I have taken negation P, I have drawn the Venn diagram for this. The total Venn diagram is shaded. Therefore, the given statement is a tautology. Okay, na? So I hope that you understand this solution. Let us go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to fourth problem. The fourth problem is the negation of the statement. One statement is given. It is a conditional statement. If P then Q statement, we have to write down its negation. Okay, for a conditional statement, whatever may be the conditional statement, for example, P implies Q. P implies Q. This is a conditional statement. So if we want to write its negation, this is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. This is a very, very important formula. Negation of P implies Q is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. That means what? First statement as it is and the negation of the second statement. Okay, now. So here also, this statement is P. This statement is Q. So then he is asked to find out the negation of the statement. Negation of the statement. Okay, now. So then what you have to write down? The P statement as it is. What is your P statement? That is, what is your P statement? So negation Q and P. And negation of the second statement. Negation P or Q. Negation of the second statement. Okay, now, right. This statement negation Q and P, and what is the negation of the second statement? Negation of negation P is P and negation Q. Here I applied De Morgan's laws. De Morgan's laws, what is De Morgan's laws? Negation of P or Q is logically equivalent to negation P and negation Q. So for both the thing, negation will come, or will become and. If we and is there, or will come. So here also or will become and. So for both the negations will come, negation of negation P is P and the negation will come. Now if you observe the answer, nothing is there. So answer is at this stage you are not getting any answer. If you observe, this can be, so this can be written as, so if it is a negation Q and a P, and this can be written as P implies Q. Is it, can I write down P implies Q? Okay, P implies Q, can I write it as a P implies Q? Why? Because P implies Q is P and negation Q. Otherwise, we can write it as a, we can take it as a negation of negation. We can write it as a negation of P implies Q. Can I write it as a negation of P implies Q is P and negation Q? P and negation Q, right? So if you observe, again if you write it, convert it into form. So this is nothing but negation Q and P implies Q. Okay, right. Negation Q and P implies Q. See here, both are same. So this is nothing but P statement as it is, and for the second statement negation. For the second statement negation. Okay. So from this negation Q and P implies Q, option A is the correct answer. Logically, option A is the correct answer. So P and negation Q can be written as negation of P implies Q. So again this can be, I combined as its first statement as it is implies P implies Q. So the given statement can be written as in this form also. Okay, now. So if you apply the formulas in a logical way, you can arrive the solution very easily. Okay, now. So I hope that you understand this solution. So let us go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to fifth problem. The fifth problem is the negation of P or Q implies negation or Q. Negation or Q. Okay, now, right. The question is very clear. So the options are not available here, but we will solve it. So whatever may be the statement, P implies Q. What is its negation? So the negation is given by P and negation Q. So this is a formula, P and negation Q. That means the first statement as it is, and the negation will come for second statement. Negation will come for second statement. So he is asked to find out the negation of P or Q implies negation or Q. Okay now, right. So from this what can you say? This is a P and it is Q. First statement as it is, that is P or Q, and negation of the second statement, negation or Q. Okay now, so this is logically equivalent. Yes, obviously we can apply the De Morgan's laws here, that is P or Q, and what is the De Morgan's laws? Negation of negation R and negation Q. Okay now, negation of negation R is R and negation Q. Right, we can P or Q and negation Q. No, so you turn this P or Q and negation Q and R, negation Q and R. Okay now, so we have distributive property, that is associative P and Q and R is logically equivalent to P and Q and R. We have the associative law for statements. So that is the cell. So here what is there? This is a P and it is a Q and it R. So I will write it like this: P or Q and negation Q and R. I can write it as. So that means these two I am combining. These two statements I am combining. Okay, and we will apply the distributive property here. So if you apply the distributive property, so what happens? This is P or negation Q, P or negation Q, sorry, P and negation Q, P and negation Q, or Q and negation R, negation Q, Q and negation Q, and R. Okay now, so I am applying the distributive property here. So if we observe Q and negation Q is how much? Q and negation Q means what? Just like A intersection A complement. A intersection A complement is null set. Here it is what? Null set means false. It is always a false statement. So false statements are, this original statement is become original statement, just like null set. A union 5 is equal to A. So same original statement will come. P and negation Q and this whole thing and R will come. So this is your final answer. So P and negation Q and R, P and negation Q and R. So this will be, might have your final answer, P and negation Q and R. So that is the negation of the given statement. Okay now, right. So very easy problem. The only thing is, first I applied here and I separated R. Why? Because in the, I think in the options also R is separated, R is written separately. That's why I have written R and I combined this according to the associative law of statements. And I have, after that, this I applied the distributive property here. Distributive property I applied, and Q and negation Q is always a false statement. Why? Because A intersection A complement is a null set. Okay now. So I hope that you understand this solution. So let us go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to sixth problem. Which of the following is a tautology? So here various statements are given. Tautology means it is a compound statement which contains all truths in its truth table at the last column. Okay now, right. So actually you can, general students, what they proceed is, what they do is they will start writing the truth tables. Okay, so if you start writing the truth tables, generally it takes time. So instead of writing the truth tables, let us draw the Venn diagrams for this. Okay, already I told. So when we say that tautology means if total Venn diagram, that means total rectangle is filled, then it is a tautology. The total universal set is, that means completely it is shaded, then it is a tautology. Okay now. So if you observe here, if you observe first statement, negation P and Q, or here R is there, P or negation P. So if you observe, I am going to draw the Venn diagram of this is a P and Q. P and Q. So if you observe, P or negation P means what? P or negation P means P, that means the P total P part, and the negation P means outside. So this is a P part, this is a P, and negation P means what? Outside of P, outside of P, outside of P, completely shading, completely shading. Understand? Completely shading. This is P or negation. P means total union you have to take. If you observe here, luckily in between these two statements, what is the connectivity? R. Connectivity is what? R. Whatever may be the statement, whatever may be the statement, you are saying union means it will come under this only. Okay. Negation P and Q. Negation P means outside, outside, and Q means again you will get this part. On the whole, union. Okay na? So from this, what can you say? For the one and only for this given first compound statement only, the total diagram, total figure is shading. Okay na? So obviously, definitely option A will be the tautology. Okay na? So for the remaining also you draw the Venn diagrams. Definitely there will be somewhere some gap will be there. If definitely either A minus B or A intersection B or B minus A or outside, somewhere it will be some gap is there. If it is some gap is there, it is not a tautology. If total Venn diagram is completely drawn, then it is a tautology. Okay na? So I hope that you understand this solution. So let us go for next problem. Dear students, welcome to 7th problem of this session. Delta belongs to and or implies double implies. Delta belongs to and or implies double implies. That means either we have to tell the statement so that we have to find the value of delta so that that given compound statement is a tautology. That means in place of delta, whether we have to keep and or implies double implies. Okay now. So general students, what they start? No, they immediately start they put just and they start preparing the truth tables. Again they start putting or and they start preparing the truth table. So don't go for truth tables. So you go for Venn diagrams. Okay. So first tautology means I already told. What is a tautology means? With the total graph is shaded. If total graph is shaded, total diagram is shaded, then it is a tautology. Let us check this. First of all, this is a P and Q delta. So what is the statement? P implies Q is equal to negation P or Q. So this is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. Negation P means first for this negation, that is negation of P or Q, and second statement is as it is. Negation of P or Q and second statement is as it is. Now what I am going to draw is, I am going to draw this Venn diagram and this Venn diagram separately. Let me check what happens. So this is for this Venn diagram. This is a P and Q. P and Q. This is a shaded part for this first statement. So let us draw for second one. So this is also P and Q. This is a P, Q. This is a universal. Okay. Negation of P or Q. Negation of P or Q means what? So this is P or Q. This is a P or Q. Negation means what? Outside. So that means outside means this is outside. This is outside. Okay. And sorry, this is or not or. Negation P or Q. Negation P or Q. Or Q. Q means this part. This part. Union. Union means total parts you have to take. So if you observe, if you delta value, what should be delta value? Show that if you superimpose these two these two Venn diagrams, the total part will be shaded. For example, if it is and is there, and what will be the common part? Common part, what will be there? Nothing will come. Nothing will come. If it and is there, what will be the common part? Null set will come. If it is or is there, so and is failed. And is failed. Okay. If it is or is there, or means what? total part if you take, so here the gap will be there. This gap is not filled. This gap is not filled. Therefore, R is also failed. If it is implies is there, implies, if it is in place of delta, if it is implies is there, what is P implies Q? What is P implies Q? P, that is P implies Q is P or negation Q. P implies Q is P or negation Q. For example, if it is implies is there, if it is implies there, negation P, that means for this negation you have to take. P implies Q is negation P or Q. Already have written formula. That means if it is implies is there, then what you will write down? Negation of P and Q or this statement. Negation of P or Q or Q. Okay, now negation of P and Q means what? I am writing again. Negation of P and Q means what? Outside of P and Q. So this is a P and Q. Outside of P and Q. This is a P and Q. This is except this part. Except this part. Okay, now. Right. Negation of P and Q except that part. So if you superimpose these two, if you superimpose these two parts, can these two parts will be coincide? If you superimpose these parts, so here you will get here Q is also there, no? Here Q is also will come. Sorry. Negation of P or Q means outside P or Q, and Q means this part is also will come. Q means this part, union. So if you superimpose these two diagrams, is there any part is empty? See here, already see this part, here it is shaded. This part empty is here, it is shaded here. And it is shaded here also. This total outside part is also shaded. So what do you observe? What do you observe? So in place of delta, if you put the symbol implies, that means negation of P and Q or this statement as it is. If you draw the Venn diagram of this, the total Venn diagram will be shaded. So therefore, your answer is C will be your right answer. Understand? So this is a very logical. So without using truth tables, so by using the Venn diagrams only, you can say whether a given compound statement is a tautology or contradiction. Okay, if it is not a tautology, if it is any gap is there, then it is a contradiction. If total Venn diagram is shaded, then it is a tautology. Okay, I hope that you understand these solutions. So for next class also, I will come before you with some more problems. Okay, so keep watching my videos. Okay, so all the best for your next exam.